Look at that. You don't need to see my mug this morning. Here's how this works, right? You're in bed all cozy and comfortable. Your husband, your spouse, someone, maybe even the kids, they're in bed. Go wake them up. Have them look at this shot because today, again, is a powder day. Woo! It's going to be a good one. Good morning, everyone. Ken Hovey in Lion's Head doing something that you would never do during normal business hours, and that is stand on the skier bridge. And you can see right there, off in the distance, the first uphill skier that I've seen so far today. But we do have great news. Ready for it? 7 new inches of snow at Vail, 6 at Beaver Creek, and more in the forecast. We have that. We have road reports. We have all kinds of details coming up, and it all starts right now on VDL.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Life.
We are VDL.
VDL.
We are VDL.
Hey, we are VDL, and it is your Wednesday edition. It's hard to believe that we are nearing the very end of the year. It's December 29th, and obviously you just saw that we have that fresh snow with that amazing opening shot from Ken Hovey. But good morning, I'm Ashley LaFleur. I'll be your host here in the studio. We have Ken out in the field, and we have some great interviews lined up to share with you today. So Ken will be live from Vail Village. We also have some tips with Nina Waysdorf. She's from Walking Mountain Science Center about reducing your holiday waste. We will be checking in with Danny over at Eyepieces of Vail, so you can make sure you're looking good while you're out there on the slopes. And then also, we have some great information from Ruthie and Trisha about the show coming up at the Villar Performing Arts Center, plus Beaver Creek's New Year's Eve celebration. Brazzo and Sarah are going to be telling us about that. And Pow Pow and more Pow on the hill with John LeConte. So it's going to be a great show. We're so glad that you're joining us today. And as always, if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, feel free to say hello. Let us know what you're up to if you have any questions. Also, feel free to give Ken a hard time. He loves when that happens. So chat us up on Facebook and on YouTube. And don't forget that we are available on Roku, on Amazon Fire, on Spotify, on Apple TV, on VailDailyLive.com, VailDaily.com, also on Outside TV, Channel 17 locally. So yeah, right, Emma? That's so exciting to be part of Outside TV. Yeah, let's send things back out to Ken because it's just looking dang good out there. Ken. You don't even need music.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Look at this. Let me get you some more. Look at the. Well, let's just talk consistency of this stuff. Woo. You know, if you ever watch Barstool, he always says, one bite, everybody knows the rules. I've got one toss, everyone knows the rules. Yeah, that's the goods to give that snow 8.2. Looks good.
Yeah. Looks real good. And I tell you what, it's nice to, like, getting it off the car in the morning. You can pretty much just, like, blow on it and it flies right off. It's nice.
Yeah. Let's talk about Ashley. You want to spend a couple of minutes?
Let's do it.
Driving this morning.
Yeah.
I'm going to brag for a second. I'm not going to be humble at all. I am so damn good at this job. And you know why? It's not the words that I say. It's not my presence on camera. It's my ability to get to work on time. Because today I was up at 5:15. I left Gypsum at 5:45. Thank goodness. Barely made it to the headquarters by like 6:30 there in Eagle Vale. And then it took me like another 25 minutes just to get to Vail. The roads are slippery. It is slow going. If you want to be here when the lifts open at 8:30, leave now from down valley. Give yourself plenty of room. The plow trucks today, did you see them, Ashley?
You know what? I didn't. I saw them in like my neighborhood in Eagle. They're out there. They've been working.
They got the big ones, you know, with the huge tires, with like the 8-foot tires, just moving snow. So I know you want to get there. I know you're like a club member somewhere, and boy, you got to get there in your all-wheel drive. Be cool. Let the people move the snow right now, because not only did we receive 7 new inches of snow overnight, or actually I should say since yesterday morning, since that report. It didn't all fall last night, but that's as of like 5:45 this morning. The snow is still coming down hard. I've listened to a bunch of different reports. I listened to Joel Gratz at Open Snow. I also heard Chris Tomer this morning talking about the weather. They're calling for anywhere from 8 inches to another 2.5 feet over the next 3 days. So we're just still in it. It's good.
Oh, we are definitely still in it. And you're so right about just like taking it easy, letting those plow drivers do their jobs. I mean, yeah, the commute coming from down valley has been intense. And this morning was
It's been intense,
exception.
especially, when you've got that self-driving Tesla that you're parked in the left lane and you're drinking your latte and you're doing a book on tape and you're actually doing a Kindle at the same time and just not No, okay? Don't be that kook. Leave early, get in the right lane. What is the saying we say? Your lack of planning does not constitute an emergency for the rest of us. There are trucks all over the place, people sliding out. It sucks. There's a reason that I wore goggles this morning to do the report. The snow is good. You want to see it? Let's walk around here.
Yeah.
I'm down in the Lion's Head area. There's the Eagle Bond. Love that hotel. Arabelle at Vail Square. How about this? Let's look up here.
Ah, it's just so
Good,
pretty.
fluffy.
So
Yeah,
pretty.
let's do a snow investigation right here. Here's your pack level from yesterday, and then here's what's fallen on top of it since yesterday. And then I'm going to guess we have maybe another inch or so. We're not the official network of Vail resorts yet. We're working on that. But I can tell you that 7 inches, they've had more snow since then, since that report happened. I mean, you can see for yourself this morning. Let's talk safety real quick, Ashley. Coffee's laid out right there. So this is what's fueling this. This area right here, at basically any part of the day after 9:30 in the morning, can be downright terrifying. This is not the spot for snowboarders to butter, for you to show your friends how fast you are. This is the time to check your speed and to come into the corral down here. Nice and easy, high-fiving, safe and sound, and pick between the lift and the gondola. I say that because, Ashley, I'm going to be honest here. Let me put my camera down. It's a little crooked. It's busy right now, okay? It's busy. Vail, I'm going to fix this. Vail is full. I'll put it to you that way. Frontage Road last night at 2:30 yesterday till about 5:30. Bumper to bumper. Traffic up and down the frontage road. The highway. Issues. Trucks putting chains on. Right? It's that kind of time right now here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mellow out.
Alerts left and right, like popping up on my phone constantly. Like I could not believe the traffic last night and how crazy it was, even at like 6:30. Oh man, look at these people. Is that somebody that was climbing up the hill this morning?
Free high fives! Free high fives! How far up did you go this morning? Yeah, man. There you go. Free high fives this morning. That's the attitude that we want to have all day long when we're driving. You don't want to high five out your window. Yeah.
No. Don't high five out the window. But we got a little high five from the UK this morning, really quickly. Our first chatter of the morning was saying hello to you. Can we bring that up, Emma? Yeah. All right, hold on just a sec.
My gift to the UK.
Paul Richards is saying, hey, Ken, Happy New Year, and to everyone at VDL. See you all soon. Paul in UK. So,
Paul, I made Paul a heart out of snow, if you can see that. And it's beating for our viewers who we love so much. And our snow. Woo!
We love you, Ken.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Emma said we love you, Ken.
Hey.
That was amazing.
New trick. It's going to be the meme all over the internet. What's going on with the show today, Ashley? They gave me free reign. I get to just wander around.
And honestly, like I'm just excited to see you run around in all of the snow. But right now, Ken, here's what I was hoping you could do. Set me up a pretty shot where we can see that snow falling, which, I mean, any of these are perfect. So I can talk about our specific outlets at Silverthorne weather. So, I mean, you can see those big chunky flakes falling as Ken is there at the base of Vail Mountain, right around 8,100 feet. And, outlets at Silverthorne is a very similar elevation. So if you're going to go and do a little shopping over there today, give yourself plenty of extra time to get over Vail Pass. Watch out for any of those road alerts. You can log on to cotrip.org to find out what's happening on the roads out there. But we've definitely been seeing a lot of Vail Pass closures. So like Ken was saying, One of the resources that we like to use a lot here for weather is opensnow.com. So Joel Gratz and his team is saying that, we're kind of going to see some drier weather today, which obviously isn't happening currently in Vail because those are some big, fat, fluffy, chunky snowflakes. But it's going to start to kind of like dry out a little bit later on today. And then tomorrow midday to like tomorrow night, things are going to start to ramp up again through Friday. And then between now and Saturday, we could see another 20 inches of snow. And by like Friday night into Saturday morning, we'll start to see things kind of calm down just a touch. But those temperatures are going to be staying in the teens. And then by Saturday, dropping to about 0. It's going to be very, very chilly out there on Saturday as we welcome a brand new year. So you can see some of those temperatures here, high of 23 today, 29 tomorrow, and then dropping to like 15. Look at those overnight lows on Saturday and Sunday, -9. So it's snowy. It's a beautiful winter wonderland out there. You can see the employees taking the gondola up there in Vail. You can see all that fresh snow piled up on the railings as Ken is walking around live. And big thank you to the outlets at Silverthorne for those elevated savings. All right, Ken, keep up those beautiful shots. We're going to come back to you here in just a little bit. And again, be like Paul from the UK. Let us know what's going on in your world. Hit us up on chat, on Facebook, and on YouTube. We'd love to hear from you. Also, like what's going on with your commute? How was your commute this morning? Or what are you seeing outside if you're here in the Valley? Or what do you want to see if you're not in the Valley? Let us know where you're watching from. We love to hear from you. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have a look at your headlines, your coffee/tea. Thank you, Emma, for making my tea this morning, and so much more headed your way on this Wednesday edition of VDL.
A good night's sleep can be harder to achieve at altitude. Altitude Control Technology's whole room oxygenation system scientifically simulates a lower altitude, no matter how high your mountain home may be. Increased oxygen levels facilitate better sleep and help to alleviate fatigue. The result is more energy, better mood, clarity of mind, and recovery from exercise. Contact Altitude Control Technology for a free consultation and start sleeping better after one night in your oxygenated room.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
It's winter and we are back. VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube,
On Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand, 7 days a week.
Huh. Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Oh, sorry. I'm just checking out all of our comments this morning. So, Michael Keene, woohoo! Good morning from Des Moines. Thank you so much for watching, Michael. Also, Fidelis Farm says, can't wait to get there from California, heading up tomorrow. Oh, man. Did you time your trip perfectly? We're going to go back out to Ken here in just a minute and show you exactly why you have timed it perfectly. But thank you so much for joining us on the chat this morning. Love to hear from you. Also, did we see that Rodney was chatting with us? Okay, we'll get there, Rodney. We're gonna pull that up here in just a second. But in the meantime, wanted to give a big shout out to Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, and specifically for some warm, nice tea this morning. Emma made me some beautiful lemon ginger tea. Thank you. Right now, this is it's giving me life and give me. Oh wait, hold on just a second before we get into our headlines. Ken, cheers, buddy. Are you drinking tea today too?
Vail Mountain Coffee.
Oh, nice. Nice. Look at how steamy yours is.
This morning. This is their medium blend. It's keeping me fueled up. You can take it away. But when our viewers come back, I'm going to show them the snow and some heavy equipment. Cheers, actually.
Okay, all right. I'm going to make this really fast. All right, so there Ken is out. So Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, check them out, especially if you want a great local brew. And they ship across the country, and they ship for free. So there's no minimum, which is amazing. So you can try some of their blends and wake up to your fresh Vail Mountain coffee and tea each and every morning, no matter where you're watching from. Also, you can check out the Vail Daily, vaildaily.com, and check out the e-edition if you're watching from somewhere else besides the Valley. So the biggest thing that you're going to see across the pages of the paper today is all of the new terrain that opened on Vail Mountain. So you can see there that the rope dropped on sunup and sundown bowls at Vail Mountain yesterday. So really, really exciting news to see those back bowls starting to open. That was all anybody was talking about yesterday, and it's all we're talking about in the paper today. So flipping on through, we're talking about what exactly you can expect. So thank you, John LeConte, for going into detail for what's going on with our back bowls. Also, you can learn a little bit more about what's next for the Core Act on the opening page here. Then, as we flip through, not surprising, Vail area lodging is running really strong for the holiday season, like Ken was talking about earlier. That we do have a lot of people in town, and they're filling up the lodging. And then on top of that, Vail now is requiring masks on their gondolas. So we, of course, have our indoor mask mandate that went into effect last week, and now it is required in the gondolas. So just be aware of that. So just bring your mask everywhere you're going to be going. Now let's talk about what's going on with Ken. Let's see this heavy equipment that he's talking about. Did we miss it? Let's go back out to him. Did we miss the heavy equipment? Did it go past you?
No, I can hear him rumbling. Let's see if we can see him. Here he comes. It's right here. Big monster rig. Just see his lights. Can you make that out?
Yeah, it looks like he's hiding from you. Oh, you can see all that.
It's just all the snow that he's got piled up. I'll put my camera back down at the conclusion of this shot. I will make every attempt to go over there and show you. I just want to use it as an example. I'm out here in goggles for a reason. It is just hammering snow right now. Whatever adjective you want to put on it. Just coming down nonstop. 7 inches of new snow since yesterday morning. And let's clarify that with viewers as well, that it wasn't overnight last night. They had a few inches, but it snowed fairly consistently throughout the day yesterday on Vail Mountain. It was great news to hear that they were able to open up sunup and sundown bowl. And now the big question is, when do they open up more of the back bowls? Again, we have to remind our viewers, we are not affiliated with Vail Resorts. We're just in the same valley, but having lived here for 30 years, they're trying to get it opened as quickly as possible. And usually it comes just within a few days of as they progressively open up toward the backside. So no guarantees, but this snow is going to help bring more terrain. But let's bring Ashley back up real quick. Ashley, I have a question. Do I seem like a Debbie Downer lately? Am I bumming you out at all?
No, honestly, actually, I was just telling Emma, you're totally just giving me life this morning. I was having a little bit of a meh kind of morning, and then you popped on my screen, and you're just making it a lot better. And I think everybody would agree with me on that. Yeah, no, I'm getting some comments.
I ask because I keep telling people, hey, man, there's a ton of traffic, and if you don't have to ski, don't do it because it's busy. I don't want to deter people from coming and having a good time. I just know that there's a lot of season left. Yes, this snow is great, but it's challenging to get to the slopes right now. And once you're here, we do have quite a few visitors. There's a better shot. Look at this guy.
Oh, nice, Ken. Well, listen, our viewers are agreeing with me right now. First of all, James Doherty is saying, "Hey, Ken, great report. Safety, safety, safety. Maybe get a ski patrol update on hill conditions." But you know what, James? If anybody can make that happen, it's going to be Ken Hovey. Also, Rodney Travis says, when Ken was at Moab, it looked like he was on Mars. I would agree. And now you come back from Mars and you are in a winter wonderland where they are like,
Yes.
my gosh, that's a giant pile of snow that he's working on right
Look
there.
at this. There he is. And he's like, why is this guy standing here with a camera videoing me?
He thinks you're some sort of influencer that's just like really vain.
I think I know that guy. I think that's Eric Cubby.
Of course you know that guy.
I think it is. His family owns, that's Eric Cubby. What up? He's not going to get out. He's camera shy. He works for the town. Look at him. He used to be a dump truck driver back in the day.
Those guys, those operating those trucks and that giant piece of machinery, my gosh, it takes a lot of skill, and he's doing a really good job. Like, come plow my neighborhood. That looks nice.
You know why? You know why that is, Ashley?
Why?
Because all of the really rich people, they live right here. Notice the proximity of the snow removal to the really wealthy people to Cubby.
Yeah.
What do they do? I always wonder this when I ride down. I see these empty hot tubs, and if they're watching right now and you want to have me over for breakfast,
yeah.
If your private chef wants to make an extra plate, I'll stop by. We could broadcast from the living room.
Yeah, let's put that out there. Like, hit us up, give us a little comment, give Ken your number. All right, Ken, listen.
Hi, I'm Ken. Knock,
my
knock.
gosh.
Actually, I do ask about the I don't want to seem that way to our viewers. I really don't. I love Vail Mountain. I love Beaver Creek. I love when we have snow. Living here a long time, we just see a lot of things. I was in town last night till about 8 o'clock, was there throughout the morning. It's just busy right now. And the frontage road, there are a lot of cars there. There's a lot of out-of-state license tags right now, a lot of rental cars that are here. And you put all those things together and you drop a bunch of snow on us, things slow down a notch. I saw here, I'm gonna do a special shout out for a guy yesterday. If you drive, I'd say it was like a 1992 Nissan Pathfinder, really faded black paint. It did you a whole lot of good yesterday to ride 2 feet off of the person from Texas's bumper, honking your horn for 30 seconds, losing your mind. Don't do it. Just ease back. Let them go. Like, just, what do we say? Instead of namaste, it's namaslay. Just find your inner peace and let the Texans go. They don't need your horn. It didn't do anything. They didn't drive any faster. I promise.
Oh my gosh, Ken. All right, listen. I'm getting lots of whiteboard action from Emma. We gotta take a quick commercial break, but we'll come back to you here shortly. I love seeing how beautiful it looks out there. Yeah, keep us updated on it if you get invited inside. All right. Stay with us. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with more VDL.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, we're the locals' locker.
Maui Jim Sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
Man, we are loving all of this snow. Before we get into our weather and mountain report, though, really quickly, Dave Hale was just saying, what's up with the mask policy change on the gondolas? So in our paper today, in the Vail Daily, we have the article about it. So basically, here's what I got for you, Dave. So due to this is according to the Vail spokesperson, John Plack. He said, due to the recent spike in increased contagiousness of the COVID-19 Omicron variant, we are taking additional precautions to help keep our guests, employees, and communities safe this season. Beginning Wednesday, December 29th, guests and employees will be required to wear face coverings on gondolas at all of our North American resorts. So that's on page A5 if you want to learn a little bit more about that. But that's the information that I got for you. So when it comes to getting out on the gondolas today, by the way, Vail has opened some new terrain, all the rage yesterday. The big news is that some of the back bowls have opened. And it's because of all this fresh snow that we've seen recently, which has been substantial. So Vail reporting 7 inches in the last 24 hours. In the last 7 days, 30 inches at Vail. And then at Beaver Creek, 6 inches in the last 24 hours and 27 inches for the last 7 days. And according to Joel Gratz from OpenSnow.com, between now and Saturday, we could see another 10 to 20 inches for Vail. So thank you to OpenSnow.com for that. So Emma, can we take a look at some of the temperatures though that we're going to be seeing? So it's going to be cooling off as we head into New Year's Eve. So if you have an outfit planned, put an extra layer on. Plan for that extra layer now. So currently feels like 5 degrees in Vail because we do have that wind blowing around, and you can see from this shot that Emma has pulled up of the valley floor that the visibility is modest at best, right? Like it's going to be a little bit challenging out there. And then tomorrow we might see a high of about 29 degrees. And then as we go into the weekend, things really start to drop like this. For Saturday, a high of 15 and the overnight low of -9. So it's going to be a chilly couple of days, and we're going to continue to see that snow. It's going to kind of taper off by Saturday, and then Sunday we see that sunshine back in the forecast. So thank you so much to Liv Sotheby's for our weather and mountain report. Really quickly, let's look at what's going on with the roads. So again, we've been seeing, if you sign up for EC Alerts, so ecalert.org, it's Eagle County Alerts, you get all of the information about what's happening with any road closures, and my gosh, it has been busy. And looking at Dow Junction, you can see this is our morning commute happening right now here in Vail, and it is intense. Also, 2 miles west of Vail Pass, you can see that we do have quite a bit of traffic that's making its way up to the mountains. You can also see just 1.1 miles east of Vail that we have a trucker putting the chains on because that traction law is in effect over Vail Pass to Copper. So what that means is, if you have a rental car, basically you need to have 4-wheel drive. You also need to have snow tires. And if you don't have those things, you're going to need to have some chains, because if you happen to cause an accident because you don't have the proper driving apparel, if you will, for your car, then you're going to be fined pretty significantly. I think it's like a $1,700 fine. But you can see those plow trucks driving just right west of Vail Pass. So they're out there. They are working. Let me just tell you, my husband... my husband has been called in to plow every single day this week, and this morning he had to be there at 2 a.m. So they are out there trying to get this done before you get on the road so that they are as in best shape as possible, but definitely give them a little room. They're working really, really hard to make it nice for you out there. Okay, so Emma, we are going to go back out to Ken because my gosh, this man is cracking me up today. Ken, that is pretty. Did you do that?
Look at that.
That is
no,
nice.
That's not mine. We're going to analyze this turn, though, in the snow. Also, there's my first yellow jacket. I love the yellow jackets in ski patrol. Just putting out the slow zone. We talked about this. Slow it down out there. Slow it down, Turbo. We got kids around here and people that are not very good, but we have this. So let's break it down here, Ashley. Whew. Right about here, this guy was like, whoo, slapping this turn. But I get down here because I can show you what we have at the base. Now, 7 inches reported over the past 24 hours. That's not 7 inches overnight. Right here, there's the hard pack. There's the groomer from last night. You can see where they laid the treads in there and the track. And so everything right here on this side is what we received since this groomer came through. So I'd say like 2 to 3 inches, and then really good, light, fluffy snow. Awesome. I'm going to head down. We're going to do another report here. Actually, I'm going to try my best to catch first chair this morning. So like right at 8:30, a little bit after, I'm hoping to be up close to the top of the mountain, and we'll have more reports with you. But I know that we have more interviews coming up. It's great to be out here sharing the snow, but make your life easier and everyone else's by minding all these. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for everything you do. The Yellow Jackets, they're a great group. Slow it down, right? This is your sign today. Hey, what's my sign that I should slow it down on the highway? Right there. It's just in reverse. Slow. What should I slow it down on the map? Slow it down. Okay. Let's just all be cool to each other as we go into the new year. Like, everyone has their New Year's resolution to like do things better and be kinder. Let's start today. Back to you, Ashley.
I like it, Ken. Let's start today. That's some good advice. Okay, so listen, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we just have a jam-packed show for you. We got a lot to do, so let's take a quick look at those commercials, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the club.
What's going on?
Get your arms up. Hours of operation, whenever you need to feel good. The club has no dress code. You got this. No rules of decorum. Pets are allowed.
Now we're squat jumping up a storm. Quick.
You don't have to show your card at the door.
Breathe naturally.
There is no door to the club. There is no ceiling. And if you have 10 minutes,
Come on.
20, 30, and if you're wearing one of these, let's go.
Subaru and our retailers believe in giving back. That's why, in difficult times, we provided 150 million meals to Feeding America. And now, through the Subaru Share the Love event, we're helping even more. By the end of this year, Subaru will have donated over $225 million to charity. This is what it means to be more than a car company. This is what it means to be Subaru.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Hello everybody, I'm here with Sarah in Rarity, talking about what's going on in Beaver Creek. Beautiful time of the year, festive, celebratory, New Year's coming up. What's going on, Sarah?
Brato, it's so good to see you this morning. We have so many fun things planned for New Year's Eve. So we are bringing our New Year's Eve celebration into the village this year. So December 31st, the fun kicks off at 3:30 with an awesome local band, Rewind. They'll be playing all your favorites from the 80s and 90s. And then we've got, I know, they're so fun.
Cool.
Lots of high energy. So they'll kick it off at 3:30 right in the village. And then we've got DJ Courtney, an awesome family-friendly DJ. She's gonna play 2 sets on New Year's Eve. We've got the Denver Dolls performing, so much fun, and then everything wraps up at 10 o'clock.
Will be fireworks this year?
Fireworks, absolutely.
Miss, right?
So fireworks at 10 o'clock. So the idea is you're here with your family, you want to get up and get some turns the next morning. So fireworks at 10, everything wraps up. You can watch the ball drop in Times Square on the giant LED screens in the village. Still be in bed in time enough to get some powder turns in the morning.
That is fantastic. That is awesome. So we have DJs, we have live bands, we have fireworks. Of course, all the restaurants and the amazing views.
Exactly. So make sure to make a reservation for New Year's Eve at your favorite Beaver Creek restaurant. And the CCA is in effect, so this is the common consumption area. So while the kids are ice skating or enjoying the music, parents can go grab a drink and walk around the village with their CCA cups. So just a great family-friendly celebration to ring in 2022.
That is fantastic. Well, thank you a lot, Sarah. Everybody, come and visit Beaver Creek, family-friendly. Fun for everybody, parking up here, gorgeous, fireworks, all kinds of fun. So let's close this 2021 and start 2022 with a boom.
Absolutely. Started off with a bang, and all of our event details are at beavercreek.com/events or the Beaver Creek Village Guide app. So download that to stay up to date on everything in the village.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
Thank you so much to Carrots for this weather and mountain report. So I wanted to bring up our, we get these weather advisories, winter weather watches, and it's a little bit confusing sometimes. And so I wanted to go to the National Weather Service. And so I typed in my Eagle zip code. And what they're saying is that we do have a hazardous weather outlook for eastern Utah and western Colorado. So for today and tonight, snow will continue across the region this morning before activity tapers off and begins to favor the higher elevations this afternoon. Activity will begin to increase in coverage and intensity tonight as the next system approaches from the west. Then Thursday through Tuesday, moderate to heavy snow will impact the mountains through the end of the week as a strong system slowly moves through. So that's what Joel Gratz from OpenSnow.com is saying, maybe another 10 to 20 inches by Saturday. So light to moderate snow is also expected in many valley areas. Travel will be impacted, like Ken was saying, with slick, snow-packed roads and blowing snow expected. Drier conditions finally return to the region this weekend and into early next week. So Emma, great shot right there. You can see this is one of the roundabouts right there in West Vail, and things moving slowly out there. Even despite all the plows doing the best that they can, we do have those snowpack conditions. Now, of course, what's great for the mountain, not great for the roads, but let's talk about how great it is for the mountain. So obviously yesterday we saw Vail's terrain jump up to 51% of that terrain being open because they did open some of the back bowls. And right now they have 20 lifts operating. They have 163 trails open, and they reported 7 inches in the last 24 hours. And Ken makes a good point. So it wasn't just overnight. It was since that, 5:30, 5:45 snow stake report yesterday morning. And then Beaver Creek reporting 6 inches in the last 24 hours. And just so you're aware, Vail opens at 8:30. Beaver Creek will be opening at 9. And in the last 7 days, Beaver Creek reporting 27 inches. Vail reporting 30. So thank you so much to Carrots for this weather and mountain report. And before we get to our next interview, I did want to say, Madison, you are cracking me up, girl. So she says, I want nothing more than to see Ken do the report from a self-made igloo. Madison, I completely concur with you on that. So Ken, if you're listening, if you could just go ahead and just make yourself an igloo. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Can you just make yourself an igloo real fast?
I needed more than that. There's plenty of snow to do it with. Thanks for tuning in, Madison. I'm going to get ready here. Do you have an interview coming up?
I do. Yep. And actually, Nina's kind of waiting in the green room. So I just thought that comment just made me laugh. So
tell you what, we'll just knock out a quick report because I'm going to go stand in the lift line. That way we can bring up a snow viewers right when it's top of the mountain. But as you've heard us say all morning, a lot of snow, adverse driving conditions, more snow in the forecast. And, we've had great snow totals. There's been some huge snow totals around the state. Crested Butte is sitting at over 5 feet of snow so far this season. Breckenridge went over 100 inches for the month of December alone. And now Vail, they've had several feet of snow. I think we're at 30 inches in the past week or so. And we're quickly approaching that 3-foot mark, could go to 4 or even 5 feet in the course of a week. So great news. And as this young man said, I'm not going to bring him on camera. He's scrambling to get ready. I'm going to guess he's about 13 years old, and he's ready to go. And he told me, he's like, mister, you just got to get up early and be in the lift line if you want to get those powder turns. I was like, right on, dude. That's exactly right. He's like, but I got to wait on my dad. So I don't know the rules on that. Like, do you actually wait on your dad on a powder day? I mean, there's no friends, but I mean, do you dip on dad? He gave you the ride here probably.
That's a good question. I don't know. I would love to hear Chad's opinion on that, because I have a feeling that your children would probably be like, nope, they're independent, very impressive athletes. So I'm sure they're like, yeah, bye, Dad. See ya. I'll call you later.
Ashley, don't hype my kids too much.
Oh,
Walker
come on.
and Texas Ranger are both probably still in bed. Although Texas Ranger did help me shovel last night, which was awesome. I definitely appreciated that.
Yep. No, honestly, the whole Hovey family, it's ridiculous, your athletic prowess and all the things you guys get into. Okay, listen, see if you can make yourself... Oh.
Hey.
Oh, good morning.
He's ready.
He's so ready. He's
waiting
getting
on Dad.
He's getting
Still no
strapped
sign of
in.
Dad, though.
Oh, my
He's
gosh.
ready to go, that kid.
That's awesome. Okay. All right. You know who else is ready to go? My girl, Nina. All right. So, Ken, we'll check back in with you here shortly. Hopefully, we'll see you at the top of the mountain. So, Nina Waysdorf, she works with Walking Mountain Science Center, which is one of the coolest organizations that we have here in our valley. So, not only are they really amazing when it comes to sustainability and really kind of encouraging us to be nice to this area that brings us so much, but also they have some really, really cool programs. Like they have, snowshoe tours that they do with families, and they have great ways to introduce you to the nature that surrounds us and educate you a little bit more on it and make it fun at the same time. Nina, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Where are you joining us from this morning?
So I'm actually from Denver, down at my parents' house. So
okay.
Unfortunately not getting any of the powder turns.
Yeah,
it's pretty dry down here.
Is it dry down there? You're not seeing any of the snow?
No.
That's crazy how these mountains
crazy.
work, right? Well, listen,
wild.
How beautiful are those shots though from Ken Hovey, and seeing the nature that we live in. It really is amazing. And so, Nina, we saw a great story earlier this week in the Vail Daily talking about just ways like we just had this like giant holiday. There's wrapping paper and boxes and trees and like all the stuff. So how can we be a little bit more sustainable this year? Maybe reduce some of all this waste. Give us some tips.
Yes, great question. So this is such a funny time of year, because there's so much abundance. We have so much more stuff and food and products and things, and that tends to lead to more waste. And a lot of, like you said, unknown waste that we don't think about. Usually, we're not normally thinking about how to throw away like Christmas trees and tissue paper. So it is, it's pretty easy to still celebrate and enjoy this time of year and still kind of keep sustainability in mind. And that really goes for any holiday, not just this time of year, although we tend to think about it more now. But a really great opportunity is to reduce organic waste going into the landfill. So food scraps, yard waste, like our Christmas trees, as much as we can pull that stuff out of the landfill, that's going to be an awesome opportunity, because that's when we put that kind of stuff in the landfill, it releases methane, which is a really potent greenhouse gas. So that's what we're really concerned about.
I thought that was really interesting. As part of your, things that reading this article, I learned a lot, so basically like our Christmas trees, what would be the best way to essentially, especially if we got the natural trees, like Em and I both cut our trees down this year with our families. So what's your recommendation for those?
So there are a ton of collection and drop off Christmas tree recycling programs throughout the valley. Almost every town has a program. The landfill runs a program. There's tons of opportunities to get your Christmas tree out of the landfill. So we have a list going on the Walking Mountains blog. That article had a bunch of them in there. You can also reach out to your town directly for details on dates, times, whatever. And most of these, so some of the towns do like a bonfire type of thing. Most of these collection programs will mulch up the trees and then use them for like landscaping, gardens, that kind of thing. So really keeping them out of the landfill. It's awesome. So it's just important to make sure that you're following the guidelines, like taking the lights off. Like you said, they have to be natural trees, not artificial trees. And just make sure that it's just Christmas trees. You're not mixing a bunch of other trash in there.
You're not like throwing extra house plants and like other
Exactly.
things in there. Okay, so all right, so good to know. So I have plans to contribute to the 12th night event in Eagle, where they do like a big bonfire with the trees with mine. So and what's nice too is that if you're like kind of like a little bit of like a Christmas crazy person like I can be, where I'm like, but I want to hold on to the tree until after New Year's. It doesn't happen until January 6th, so that's good. Okay, now Nina, something else.
Yeah, and most of the collections will go through mid-February too. Sorry to cut you off.
Good.
But so you have a little bit of time.
Okay.
The landfill actually takes them for free year-round, so you don't even have to. You can keep it up until July.
Perfect.
And they'll still mulch it up for you.
See, so many solutions, Nina. That is amazing. Okay, now also something that I thought was really interesting is that tissue paper is not recyclable.
Correct. Yeah, it's a little bit, if you feel it around, it's kind of a different paper than like a newspaper or office paper, which is what we tend to recycle. But if you compost, if you're part of one of our compost programs throughout the valley, you can go ahead and compost tissue paper as long as it doesn't have any like metallic or foily pieces.
Interesting. Okay, so you can compost it, but not necessarily recycle it unless you want to like, re-gift it and different.
Reuse it. Reuse is always the most sustainable option. As much as we can reduce or reuse our waste. So I always encourage that if you haven't shredded it up too much.
Okay. Now, also, let's talk about wrapping paper. So what's the deal with recycling wrapping paper?
Yeah, so same kind of rules apply. You want to make sure that you're not recycling anything with foil or metallic pieces. That's really the catch. It has to be like paper only wrapping. The dual stream recycling, free drop sites. If you have dual stream at home, you can recycle that paper. Single stream, you can recycle wrapping paper as long as, again, it doesn't have that metallic or foil. So yeah, that's just the big thing to look out for.
And
But
also
you're
good
to
for,
recycle.
buying paper in the future. So you kind of think about like,
Exactly. Yeah, it's a good way to plan ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Right.
so if people want to learn a little bit more just about sustainability in general, and then also if they want some more of your tips, where would you send them, Nina?
So I would send them to our Walking Mountains website. We have a ton of blog posts, how-tos, all kinds of stuff about ways to reduce waste and just generally live more sustainably. We run a bunch of different sustainability programs. We also have a free app for all things waste. So the Eagle County Waste Wizard app, you can download it on your phone or use it on our website as just a web platform. And that's really like having this interview in your pocket. So you can search by material and it'll tell you, the app will just tell you what bin to put your waste in.
Awesome.
So it's a really easy tool. We update it at Walking Mountains. So if the rules change, we'll update it on the app. You don't have to worry about it.
That is so helpful. Well, listen, Nina, thank you so much for joining us so early from your parents' house. Tell them hello. And obviously they did a great job raising somebody that's educating us on all kinds of amazing ways to keep this valley so beautiful. So hopefully we'll hear more from you soon, but thank you. And hopefully, maybe we'll see you at one of these Christmas tree bonfires.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me and enjoy all the snow up there. I hope it comes down here eventually.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll keep you posted. But yeah, speaking of that, we're going to send things back out. All right, Nina, thank you so much. And we are going to send things back out to Ken here shortly. But I did, James was saying that, Ken, looking forward to your report on the hill to see the conditions. Did you bring your gear? Oh, James. You know he did. Like he can't help himself. So we'll check back in with Ken here in just a minute. But before we do that, we're going to send things over to the Vail Performing Arts Center with Trisha and Ruthie. They have some really cool performances that are coming up that you definitely don't want to miss out on.
We're at the Vail Performing Arts Center checking out the winter programming. Joining me now, we have Ruthie Hamrick, and we're going to talk about a couple of groups that you'll love, especially if you love all the harmonies that come together, the Doo-Wop Project, as well as the Whiffin' Poofs.
Yeah, so we have two amazing vocal groups coming up. One is within our holiday series, which is the Doo-Wop Project, and they'll be singing quite a bit of holiday songs, but also some Broadway songs, some pop songs, some rock songs. They sort of sing everything, and these guys are amazing. They are right off of Broadway, so they kind of bring everything to the holiday season. And that's on the 27th of December.
Oh yeah, if you like, Jersey Boys, Motown, the musical, all that kind of stuff, it's going to be that kind of music, and I just love it because you really realize how talented the human voice can be.
Yes, I mean, we have seen these guys before, and they just have such a fun, upbeat vibe about them, and they bring that into the audience. So it's a great show. It'll put you in a great mood. It's perfect for the holiday season.
Okay, this is Wednesday, December 29th at 7 p.m. And then into the new year on January 7th, we're bringing back the Whiffin' Poofs. These guys are from Vail. I mean, Yale. They're from Yale, and they were formed in 1909. And what's so cool about this is they were kind of the top performers in the Yale Glee Club.
Right.
And they went to a bar and just kind of sang some popular tunes at the time. And they have lasted forevermore.
Yeah, not the same guys, of course. Yeah. It's changed many times over. And they, again, are just incredibly talented vocal group. With what they're able to do with their voices every time, it just blows me away.
Yeah, and this is a bigger group. This isn't just 4 or 5 people on stage. This is like over a dozen usually. And they're going to play, songs like, from, different, the Rainbow Connection, Operation, Leaving on a Jet Plane, When the Saints Go Marching In. They'll have those, and they've been featured on so many different shows like the Today Show, 60 Minutes, Jeopardy even.
Yeah, the Sing Off. So yeah, they're a ton of fun, extremely talented, and we love having them back year over year just to see what they can bring on stage.
All right, and you know what? These voices are going to fill up this beautiful theater. This is a horseshoe-shaped theater, about 530, 35 seats. So to have that sound here is going to be really special too.
Yeah. Exactly. And not to mention, we just have a ton of fun stuff this winter. Our full winter lineup is all online right now to check out. So that just kicks off the winter this December, and then we'll carry on all the way through April.
Okay, all right. So you can find out more by going to villarpac.org or grab a program book around town.
See and be seen with the Eyepieces of Vail. View our curated collection of the best eyewear from around the world. Find your favorite brands and be introduced to new lines of eyeglasses, sunglasses, and goggles. See in style with prescription services done in-house at Eyepieces of Vail. Schedule time with one of our optometrists or get a comprehensive digital eye exam. Our on-site laboratory allows you to get your prescription done quickly so you can get back out there. Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision.
The ride of your life is closer than you think. For the first time ever, buy your new car entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
It's going to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
Well, you saw earlier that over in Vail, things are just looking like a winter wonderland thanks to all those shots from Ken Hovey, and that's going to continue until pretty much we bring in a brand new year. So we have snow on the way, not only for today, tomorrow, but into Friday and early Saturday morning. So right now we're kind of in like almost a clear spot, and you can see that traffic is substantial for us here in the Vail Valley. Moving along nicely, though. That's great news. And we do have those snowpack road conditions out there. It is slick. And it's taken just a lot of extra time to get to where you need to go. So just keep that in mind as you make your way to the mountain. But great time to go to the mountain because we have a bunch of new terrain that opened. And at Vail in the last 24 hours, 7 inches. In the last 7 days, they are reporting 30 inches, 103 inches for this season to date. And as of yesterday, with opening sunup and sundown bowls, they now have 163 trails open, 51% of their terrain. 20 lifts are operating, and they start turning those lifts at 8:30. Now, over at Beaver Creek, they reported 6 inches in the last 24 hours, 27 inches in the last 7 days, and for their season to date, 96 inches. So still looking pretty good over there, and they have about 42% of their terrain now open. So they have 71 trails at Beaver Creek, and their lifts start turning at 9 a.m. this morning. So According to OpenSnow.com, today's going to be a little bit drier than some of the other days of the week. And then tomorrow midday through tomorrow night into Friday, we're going to start to see those snow showers really ramp up again. And between now and Saturday, we could see another 10 to 20 inches, according to Joel Gratz. So thank you to him for that prediction. And then the temperatures also are going to be kind of holding steady in the teens for the next couple of days. But then by the time we get to Saturday, ooh, it's going to be very brisk. So just prepare yourself, especially for those New Year's Eve celebrations. If you're going to be doing anything outside, you're going to want to have some warm layers. So look at this. For Friday, overnight, dropping into the single digits, maybe high around 24 degrees in Vail. And then Saturday, high of 15, overnight low, -9. So thank you so much to Betteridge for a look at this local weather forecast. Okay, now, Ken was mentioning we have so many people in town right now, right? It's the busiest week of our entire year, which we know. This is not anything that's a surprise. It's been this way for a very, very long time. And so my lens of the day is not a lens at all. It is a helmet, because I don't know about you, but if I go out on the mountain, I feel really weird if I don't have my helmet with me. It's very unsettling. It's kind of like just a comfort thing for me. And if you're talking about comfort, this is the new Anon Wave Cell. So they've got a lot of features in here that make it very comfortable. So they have like the BOA system in the back, so you can adjust exactly how tight you want it to fit on your head. So it's going to be a little bit easier to make sure you have the right fit. Also, it has this wave cell technology. So it's a little bit different than some of the other options out there, but it's all just to help with shock absorption and just to kind of distribute the impact energy. On top of that, I'm sure a lot of you you run either hot or you run cold, right? So there's 19 vents on this one, so you can really control your temperature really nicely. And then of course they have like the little goggle clip back here to make sure that stays in place. And then it does have audio accessories that it's compatible with. I wouldn't recommend necessarily putting in audio accessories. I'm curious about how you guys feel about this, but when I'm out snowboarding or if I'm out hiking, I don't put anything in my ears that would prohibit me from hearing people behind me or like animals or anything like that. I'm definitely kind of a purist in that way, but obviously people have different preferences. And then it also has this Fidlock snap helmet buckle. So it uses some magnets. So that's just easier, like, when you have those gloves on the mountain to help put that on. So you can find this and so many other options for your goggles, for your prescription eyewear at Eyepieces of Vail. And of course, with their 30 years of history, you're going to find some excellent customer service. And you can find them in Vail, Beaver Creek, Edwards, and also Snowmass. All right, well, listen, now that you have your helmet, right, and you're excited to get out on the mountain, maybe you haven't seen what those conditions look like firsthand. Well, John the Cont had a chance to get out to see the opening of those back bowls yesterday. Let's take a look.
Hello and welcome to the Vail Dailies on the hill. It's the 28th of December, Tuesday, the year 2021, and a couple of the back bowls just opened, or I say one of the back bowls. Chairs 5 and 17 now open at Vail. So we're gonna head down towards chair 5 now. There's even a little bit of sunshine for us, although it's snowing pretty hard, which is great. That of course allowed these chairs to get open. Added some hard work from Ski Patrol, which we appreciate, and the rest of Mountain Ops. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, starting in a grassy field here. Okay, looks like Forever is not yet open. Ooh, some deep snow here though. Oh yeah. Okay, go along Après-Vous rope line. That's not, Après-Vous not yet open either. Oh, a lot of people coming this way. long heel side edge. Not my favorite. I'm on a swallowtail snowboard, which doesn't accommodate the switch stance very well in the deep snow, but boy, does it make the deep snow easier in your regular stance. This swallowtail is called the Japao from Weston Snowboards. Okay. Stay right along this line there. Oh wow. Look at all these people. Okay, nice. That new lift will take you up to the Wildwood area near the top of Chair 3 and Chair 7. Okay, lift line's not too bad yet. We'll wrap it up here. From the bottom of the High Noon Express on its first day opening for the 2021-22 season. This is John LeConte signing off, and we'll see you later.
Hey, thank you so much to John LeConte, and also Ride Divide says, thanks VDL for not only a live look at the POW from Ken today, but watching John shred back bowls opening day yesterday. You are so welcome, Ride Divide. It is, you know, Em and I were both just watching that, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, it's so interesting, right, to see how many people were out there, but then the lift line wasn't too terrible. And then obviously you still have some of those early conditions that he was encountering. So just, and it's good to see, you know, what's happening out there, especially if you can't necessarily make it out there today. But both Emma and I are like, okay, we want to get out there. Okay, so thank you so much to John for that. And Emma and Danny had a chance to catch up. I'm sorry, not Emma. We get mixed up. I'm sorry. Emma's behind the camera today. Meredith and Danny had a chance to chat about the latest and greatest over at Eyepieces of Vail. So if you want to look good and also feel good when you're out there on the mountain and be able to see to the utmost capability and also, you know, still look fashionable, Eyepieces is the way to go. So let's send things over to them.
Hey there, we are at Eyepieces of Vail at the Village Center location, which is right across from Solaris. And I'm joined here with Danny Berry with Eyepieces. And we're going to be talking about two very luxurious, gorgeous brands of sunglasses today.
Yeah, these are two of our favorite brands. Super limited production, hard to find anywhere, and all like micro production, super well made, handcrafted. So we'll kind of start with Jacques Marie Maj.
That name's so fun.
Yeah, this brand, it's a French designer out of Los Angeles. It's all micro production, so once it's done being made, they no longer make it. This one's super special. It's actually made with turquoise and gold on the temple tip there. A lot of detailing right on the temple as well. And this is a limited production of 100 pieces worldwide. So really, really special piece, beautifully made. Obviously we can do the prescription in there, which is a great option for something super unique that you're not going to find anywhere else.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and then this piece here, this is part of the Euphoria collection. It's called the Bolin. This is 1 out of 50 pieces worldwide. So super hard to find, beautiful, thick acetate frame. That pink color is awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of has that shield look, which is super popular.
Yeah,
right
kind
now.
of vintage feel.
Yeah,
I got to
totally.
try these on.
Yes,
You're going to be
please.
the only one that walks around the village in these.
Like, I think we're the only ones in Colorado that carry this frame.
They're really comfortable too. Like they fit well, and they have like a bit of weight to it, but it feels durable.
You can feel the quality when you put it on.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So Jacques Marie Maj, super fun brand, hard to find, but I would say we have the best selection in the world. Another brand that we absolutely love is Chrome Hearts. Chrome Hearts is another designer out of Los Angeles, handmade in Japan. They do a lot of titanium, which is the highest quality material you can use for glasses. Lightweight, very durable. This one's super special because it has diamonds on it.
Oh my
gosh. So it's like jewelry for your face.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so this one is made out of gold and diamonds in a beautiful, elegant aviator shape. So it's a classic wearable piece every day, but something with a little bling.
Oh yeah, and I love the gradient on the lens too.
So that one's great. This one has a lot of beautiful detailing on it. This is made out of carbon fiber material on the temple there, and then on the flip side, it actually has ebony wood.
Wow.
In addition to the gold embellishments, more titanium, so it is still lightweight while having that, kind of beautiful metal detailing on it. So I would say, that one is pretty fun. Makes a statement for sure.
It does.
Yeah.
And I saw you wearing one earlier. I just love all the detailing on this.
Yeah.
Just up here, it's so unique. Kind of similar, it's just jewelry for the face.
Yes. Yeah, and that's kind of what we pride ourselves on is finding eyewear that, is very exclusive, you're not going to find anywhere else, but beautifully handmade materials and craftsmanship.
Yeah. Well, that's a sneak peek, but it's so different to actually come in the store, try it on, because you can love glasses, but it might just not fit your face best. So I'm constantly coming in the store and trying on glasses.
Yeah, and that's what we're here for, to help you figure out what works for your unique style and face shape.
That is awesome. Well, thanks, Danny. Come check out. They have locations all across Vail Village, so you don't want to miss it.
It's winter and we are back.
Snow reports.
Grooming updates.
Road reports.
Party info. Food and fun.
We are VDL. In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
Thank you so much to Carrots, and thank you to all of our chatters out there this morning. Andrew Carpenter saying, hi, VDL. Hi, Andrew. Thanks for joining us. Also, James Doherty saying, John the Con's reports very eye-opening on snow conditions, right? Like, it's really interesting to see it firsthand. Also, would he'd like to see a skier do these reports also? This would be value-added snow reports. Well, I would love to see, I think if we're going to have a skier, it's going to have to be Meredith or Trisha. Charlie, I think, skis too. Emma and Ty and Ken and I are all snowboarders, so we'll have to see. Oh, Rachel, skis?
Rachel boards, and I board, and you board, and Ken, and
a lot more snowboarders on this staff and skiers. So we'll see. We'll have to see if we can make that happen for you, James. But you know what we can make happen for you? Live shots from the top of the mountain with Ken Hobie right now. Ken, oh, that looks nice.
Catching snowflakes on my tongue. Kind of awkward. I'm going to show you the actual snow momentarily. I wanted to set this shot up. The mountain just opened. I was the first one to grab a Gandhi and get up here, and people are starting to make their way off, drop back behind me into Game Creek Bowl. Lifts opened at 8:30. There's a few people up here already with their ski school instructor that are headed over to the beginner lifts. That's a great idea, by the way, for people that are visiting, is that if you're kind of unsure and you're a little nervous about getting into skiing or riding, take a lesson. It is always a great thing. Do it on your first, maybe second day. Get a good foundation, start to understand not only the mountain and where you're going, but safety and, of course, how to make those turns. I always like the idea of sending that. And also for employees of Vail Resorts, I believe they get a discount. But we're going to bring it down here, Ashley. I'm just off to the side. There you go. You can see the first skiers that are dropping into Game Creek. I'll tilt the camera down a little bit. This is where I've been walking right here, all hard pack. And then you can see all the fresh stuff on top. The official report was 7 inches 7 inches in the past 24 hours. So that's not 7 inches brand new overnight last night. I would say since the mountain closed last night until now, we've probably seen about 4, maybe 5 of those inches. But I'm going to get with those guys and drop back into Game Creek Bowl. Make sure, put your helmet on, get out there early, as that young man said. Did we find out an answer to that, by the way, Ashley? Is there a dad on a powder day? Do you wait for dad?
You know, nobody has been speaking up about that, but Ty Diaz just said he is a snowboarder and a skier because James was saying that he'd like to see a skier do some of those reports. Of course you are, Ty. And Ken, do you ski and snowboard and do snow angels? I mean, are you completely multifaceted?
There's my angel. There's your official snow angel for the day.
that is.
You can make that out. It's a fun day to play, and as a reminder, before we wrap it up, if you don't make it out on the mountain, don't have any of those, fear of missing out. No FOMO. Just go play in the snow. Take the dogs for a walk. If you're not very good at driving in the snow, do all of us a favor and stay home. But if you get out here, you're going to be greeted by great snow conditions. But things really start to slow down, Ashley, around January 8th. We've got the holiday all the way going through, and then kids still out of school. So take that break now and then get ready for some PAL turns in January. And I'm doing the same thing. It's time to go. No VDL on a powder day, Ashley. We got to get with them.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Well,
look at here.
Really fast before you go. Yeah, Andrew was just saying, Ken, how much snow is there? So, I mean, hopefully, Andrew, hopefully that answers your question. That's about 7 inches in the last 24 hours.
It's good stuff up here. I'll show you one more of the walkthrough.
Oh, it's just so fluffy.
Ashley, do you realize how legit of a broadcast network we are with Vail TV and VDL? Like, nobody else is doing this. You can have the biggest network in Denver, international. We're actually up here live bringing you snow reports, and it makes us happy to do it, especially when it snows like this.
Oh, heck yeah, it does. Thank you so much, Ken, for all of these beautiful shots. And come on. You're making me so jealous right now. You're making me so jealous. But I'm so excited there's more snow on the way. And I know you need to get out there and do some riding. I know you do. So I will see you soon. Thank you, honestly, Ken. Thank you for such an amazing morning. I was really kind of feeling like Debbie Downer this morning, and then you really just made my day. And I think that everybody on the chat would agree this morning with all this fresh snow and all of your energy. Ken. Yeah, Emma says, yeah, thanks, Ken. So Ken Hovey, live from the top of Vail Mountain right there. All that beautiful snow, all those beautiful shots. Thank you so much, Ken. All right, go ride. Get out there. Oh, yeah, I see you in your gear. Making us all jealous. All right. Well, thank you to Ken, and also thank you to all of you for chatting with us, and thank you to Carrots for our local weather and mountain report. So you saw, up at Vail, 7 inches in the last 24 hours, 6 inches over at Beaver Creek in the last 24 hours. Also, Ty Diaz making this his side hustle platform this morning. So we were talking about skiers and snowboarders on the staff. And Ty says he's also a certified snowboard instructor, private, available, based out of Beaver Creek. Well, Ty, if anybody needs some private instruction, hit him up, Ty Diaz. He's one of our favorites, right? And of course you ski and snowboard, Ty. Of course you do. Like, multi-talented crew here. And as far as what's heading your way for the rest of the week when it comes to snow, opensnow.com saying 10 to 20 inches still in store for us by Saturday. So be safe out there. Give yourself some extra time when you're on the roads. It's just, my commutes recently have been probably anywhere between an extra 20 to 45 minutes just heading down valley. So give yourself a little extra time, and also give yourself a little more VDL. You can find us each and every day here at 7:30 a.m. and also on Outside TV, channel 17 locally. And oh, Andrew, good. I'm glad that answered your question about what was going on with the snow up there. It looks so good. It looks so good. I can't wait. I'm so excited that we have more, right? We have more in the forecast. So also, if you don't find us on Outside TV's Channel 17, you can find us on Roku, on Amazon Fire, on Spotify. We are a podcast. You can listen to us as you drive up I-70, so you know what's going on with those road conditions before you even get here. But we got to go. We got things we got to do. So thank you so much for joining us here this morning on VDL. We will be back live at 7:30 tomorrow morning. We'll see you then.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Life.
We are VDL.
VDL.
We are VDL.